Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, man. Man, we back, man. Today we got some fire content to drop on Eddy Reynoso's gym and on Oscar De La Hoya. But before we get to talking and doing what we do, shout out to the mighty LDBC. Shout out to my brother BVO Sports TV. That's BVO Sports TV. Man, we be over there cooking, doing our thing. Shout out to the Viral Way podcast. And of course, shout out to the Insane Talk podcast for the Insane Talk, NFL, boxing, and more. Man, now as we jump into this about Mr. Mr. Oscar De La Hoya, Mr. Fishnets himself. We remember Oscar De La Hoya had a wonderful career in boxing. He was one of the front runners in boxing. He's definitely a Hall of Famer. You know, he was a first ballot Hall of Famer. He was a multi-division champion. You know, Oscar De La Hoya was the golden boy, and he stood for perfection in boxing. He was somebody that wasn't to be played with in boxing, and Oscar De La Hoya showed you guys what being a proud Mexican can be in the boxing world. Now, since Oscar De La Hoya has transitioned to be the promoter, Oscar De La Hoya has become one of the sleaziest guys that you can ever be next to. Oscar De La Hoya is one of the guys that's bringing boxing down. You know, since I respect what Oscar De La Hoya did in the ring, but I do not respect for what Oscar De La Hoya did outside of the ring. And this guy has been caught up in so many scandals, sticking fists up in women, wearing fishnets, which is going to be the PTR for this cover. Oscar De La Hoya has really let a lot of people down, but let me tell you how Oscar De La Hoya let boxing down. Oscar De La Hoya is the promoter of Golden Boy Promotions, and he has a lot of fighters, but two particular fighters I like to talk about, well, maybe three, because I will speak on Jaime Munguia later. I want to speak on Canelo Alvarez. For Oscar De La Hoya to have so much respect for the sport of boxing and to allow, knowing that Canelo Alvarez was going to test positive and let him go into any fight, knowing that he was a drug cheat and not speaking up for the sport of boxing like he's supposed to. Shout out to my brother Dank Father. I'm going to go in and drop the link for you, Dank, and whoever else want to jump on, brother. We can cook on these drug cheats and how, you know, respected ex-world champions, you know, just let everything slide like it's okay. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about Canelo Alvarez at first. Canelo Alvarez is a multi-division champion, former two-time undisputed champion, but Canelo Alvarez is always going to have an asterisk on his name because he popped dirty for steroids. Even the WBC itself, Mauricio Sillyman, raised raised the levels of the steroid that he was on so it can be in his system for his guys to cheat. A lot of Mexicans get away with cheating with the WBC, such as Oscar Valdez was another Mexican who got caught, and I guess they blame it on the Mexican meat down there. And we a lot of these guys, because I guess they got a country behind them, they look past the drug cheating. We have a whole scandal in the Eddy Reynoso gym where everybody in that Reynoso gym tested positive for one steroid or another. Yet the FBI is worried about betting on games in the NBA, but not checking what's going on in boxing. These guys are getting caught like all the time on steroids and no one's saying nothing. You can't play boxing and someone can get unalive in that ring. You can get unalived in that ring. So you're not respecting the sport the way you're supposed to. But to hear old media, the Jim Lampley's and all these guys make excuses for these guys and say, hell, they need some type of advantage when they go against a slick black fighter. I don't find that to be cool. I find that to be demeaning and disrespecting and shitting on the sport of boxing. I remember when Floyd Mayweather was going to fight Manny Pacquiao, and they made the assumption of, it doesn't matter if he's on steroids, fight him anyway. For guys to say it doesn't matter if you're on steroids and you should fight him anyway, those were guys that beat guys that were on steroids. The steroids didn't help. This is the problem in boxing. These guys have no respect for the sport anymore. And I'm going to circle back around to Oscar De La Hoya, knowing that his fighters that he's employs, that he's promotes, are on steroids. Since Canelo Alvarez and Oscar De La Hoya left, he felt it was he felt like it was on him to let the world know, hey, yeah, Canelo's on drugs and he's a drug cheat. All of a sudden, he's a drug cheat because you can't make money with him no more. I make money off of him no more. Now they have their long-standing beef. You should have said something when you knew that Canelo Alvarez was on drugs. You should have said something then. These people don't take the sport serious, and guys like Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, even Teofimo Lopez, who's never tested positive for steroids, they take the sport serious. So are we getting to the point where we just saying, you know what, fuck it. When it comes to these Mexican fighters, they can do what they want to do. If they take steroids, so what? They're gonna get away with it. We're just gonna raise the levels so they can come in, you know what I'm saying, to feel comfortable. It doesn't make sense. And Oscar De La Hoya, you are a part of the problem. I don't care if you like men going up in your rectum and putting gerbils up in you. That doesn't bother me at all, not even a little bit. The part that bothers me and sickens me is that you allow guys that are signed to Golden Boy to use drugs, especially your guy who just got caught cheating, Devin the Dream Haney. Ryan Garcia. These are Ryan Garcia's last outings. He was knocked out by Tank Davis. He won his next fight, and then he fought Devin Haney, which he was on 2 different steroids. At the time, we didn't know, but when it came out that Ryan Garcia was on 2 different steroids, you seen all these black dudes, these coons, these racist white dudes, these racist Mexicans saying, no, it was tainted supplements. It wasn't him. They're lying on him, and this, and that. Yet the black and white came back that Ryan Garcia was not only on Ostarine, but he was on Nandrolone as well. And the world gave Ryan Garcia a pass, like it was okay. Outside of that, Ryan Garcia disrespected the whole black culture, and yet he was still being around black people, being seen with him. And these black boxers was showing Ryan Garcia love, which have no love for their self. Not only does Ryan Garcia disrespect the sport itself, but he disrespects the black culture as well. Shout out to my boy Dez215. Shout out to you, brother. Happy to see you. But Ryan Garcia disrespects the whole black culture, and everybody's still around him, and he's getting opportunity after opportunity. Ryan Garcia fought Devin Haney, knocked Devin Haney down 3 times. Devin Haney got up to fight to a decision. Well, a couple of weeks later, we found out Ryan Garcia was tested positive for steroids. The next thing Oscar De La Hoya does is Oscar De La Hoya puts him in a fight with Rolly Romero, which was supposed to be an easy win at the time, was an easy win on paper. Oscar De La Hoya puts him in a fight with Rolly Romero where Ryan Garcia doesn't even look the same. He doesn't sound the same. His body is not defined the same. You can tell that he was on something because his voice changed, his definition in his body, his power left, his speed left, the confidence that he had left. And you don't beat a guy like Devin Haney like that and then lose to a guy like Rolly Romero and then say, hey, no, something was slipped on me. No, brother, you was willingly taking steroids, and we all know it. Ryan, like we all know it, but yet you got a shot at the WBA title. You lost. Cool, good for you. I thought you were gone. Now you see Devin Haney going on his victory lap now from just beating Brian Norman Jr., bro, and you're attaching yourself to him, and you said the most blasphemous shit in the world. You know, praise Devin Haney, you know, congratulations on your win. Then you turn around and say you think he's on steroids. Why does he have to be on steroids? Why are you projecting? Because you're on steroids. You're the drug cheat. You, Tyson Fury, Subriel Matias, and I can keep going, bro. Jaime Munguia, all of you guys. We heard about the Jaime Munguia thing for 1 day. 1 day, and it wasn't even loud. It wasn't loud, bro, at all. And it swept under the rug. He cheated a man, bro, and got away with it. And it's coming around to be these Spanish-speaking fighters, and no one wants to say nothing. You know, I guess Shakur Stevenson and what's the boy name that the boy from Top Rank, the do business dude that messed up his whatchamacallit. I can't even think of his name. Dark-skinned dude had the dreads, he cut his dreads, but he was a WBO champion and came in overweight. That dude, I can't remember his name. Keyshawn Davis. Which I gonna go say, oh no, Subriel Matias is cool. I don't believe that he was on drugs. I believe it's this. Like, what's going on in the sport of boxing, bro? Like, this shit is going down the drain, bro. It's to the point where it's not even fair. Back to how much Oscar De La Hoya hates the sport of boxing. What he does is after Ryan Garcia lost, he lost 12-0. He didn't win a round against Rolly Romero. Now he gets a shot at the WBC championship against Mario Barrios. If Mario Barrios is smart, and I hope he is, and I hope PBC makes them take stringent drug testing, because we know Ryan is going to be on steroids if he could be. But my thing is, you're losing and you get caught on steroids, and yet you be rewarded. I'm understanding if it was a black man, this thing would have been totally different, bro. And they would have sold a black man up the river. They would have sold a black man up the river. Subial Matias, brother, your skin tone look like mine, brother. You darker than me, but your skin tone like mine, your hair like mine, brother. But you speak Spanish. But I don't think that you're gonna find your way out of this situation, bro. You're not gonna find your way out of this situation because I don't feel like you have a promoter that'll back you the way Oscar De La Hoya and all these other promoters, even Eddie Hearn, look past Conor being on drugs, him being banned in the UK, bringing him out here to Florida to get him a fight. I don't think that these guys are gonna ride behind you because you're black. At least Conor Ben is from England. You know what I'm saying? So Eddie Hearn backing his people. But what are we doing? Like Oscar De La Hoya, bro, you were cheated before and you had a problem with it. But now you see other boxers being cheated, and just because you promote the guy that's cheating, you have nothing to say about it, bro. You're gonna back this guy, and you're disrespecting the sport by you're constantly showing the damage that Ryan Garcia did that night as if it was right. Like if he did it like it was just man on man, everybody was clean. No, your fighter was dirty, bro. That would be something I would want to hide from the world, everything that happened that night, and try to bury it. Yet you try to broadcast it as if it was the right thing and the right thing happened, and as if we're dumb and Ryan Garcia didn't do this. Him and Ryan Garcia talked to that podcaster, and that podcaster that was interviewing Ryan Garcia and agreeing with him is a total piece of shit. You are a total piece of shit, bro. To sit on there with a drug cheat and him accuse another man that he cheated of being on drugs, bro. What the fuck are we doing in the sport of boxing now, bro? What are we doing as fans? Like, as fans, this is what the fuck we doing? This is what the fuck we doing? We're saying it's okay. Are we saying it's okay to treat? Are we really genuinely saying it's okay to say, you know what? Fuck the sport. We're cheating. And that's just what it is. Like, come on, bro. What happened to being a man, bro? Fighting a man, mano y mano. You know what I'm saying? Fighting a man, mano y mano, let the best man win. Like the young king Devin Haney and like the young king Brian Norman, right? But we're held to a standard. We're held to a standard, you guys. We're held to a standard. And that standard is to be perfect at all costs, no matter what's going on. Fight drug cheats. Fight in fucked up conditions. Fight with all the pressure of the world on us, while our opponent, whether he be Hispanic, can come in, no pressure at all, be on steroids, and no one says nothing. But his country people are rocking with him. I've never seen so many black people and my own people. It's pretty much disrespectful to see them ride with drug cheats. You talk so bad about Devin Haney because he won't let the structure of boxing, the guardians of boxing, the guys that have been raping black men's pockets and every other boxer's pockets for years, he won't let them control him. He won't let Bob Arum control him, Eddie Hearn control him, Oscar De La Hoya control him, any other of these promoters. You know what I'm saying? You're mad, so you go along with their narratives and their narratives. So we're watching the Devin Haney fight, the past two fights, the Jose Ramirez fight, and now this fight, and they bring up the Ryan Garcia. Oh yeah, Devin Haney had a hard fight with Ryan Garcia, and he was knocked down 3 times, and this and this. And you're praising Ryan Garcia. If Ryan Garcia didn't just get dropped by a left hook and lose to Rolly Romero, who's been knocked out twice, you're acting like this is not a fact. What are we doing in boxing now, bro? What are we doing? How much? I always picked, bro. This is just me. I always pick my sanity over money, my dignity, my credibility. I don't want to sit here and prop up a drug cheat. I don't want to prop up a drug cheat, bro, knowing he a drug cheat, bro, just because someone is paying me. And then it really offends me because the guys that are doing it, though the guys that are doing it are former boxers themselves. You're downing a man. You're downing a man, Tim Bradley, you're one of them. You're downing a man for getting cheated. Yet you would feel the same way if that man cheated you. But I don't think that you guys would care. I think you guys would care a lot if Ryan Garcia cheated Vasily Lomachenko that way. I think Ryan Garcia would be under the jail right now if he was the one that cheated Vasily Lomachenko. Honestly, we would have never heard of Ryan Garcia again if he would have cheated Vasily Lomachenko. But let me tell you even another one. Big Baby Miller. Yeah, he tried to cheat Anthony Joshua, but he forgot he was a black man. And he forgot that was Eddie Hearn's boy. We didn't see him for 2 to 3 years. He was out of the business, not talked about at all. And only time you heard about him was when they brought up that he cheated and he was on steroids and tried to get in there with Anthony Joshua. What are we doing in boxing, bro? Like, what are we doing, bro? What happened to men being men, bro, and really stepping up for the sport? This is why I put basketball first, because basketball does not care. If you do something wrong, they're going to shine a light on you, whether you white, black, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. When it comes to performance enhancing drugs, they're going to get your ass up out of there. Now, the shit that went on with Josh Giddey, I think Josh Giddey should have been suspended. I think he should have been fined. I think Josh Giddey should have been suspended for years from what's going on. But I guess whatever they had going on with the parents of that child that he was messing with, I guess he settled out of court. But that still doesn't mean that there shouldn't have been a heavy investigation by the NBA. But let's go to the NFL. They're not letting drug cheats go to get away with that shit in the NFL. They're shunning on you. It's only boxing where we say, you know what, fuck what's going on. It is what it is. It's Oscar De La Hoya's boy. This is a golden boy car. We're gonna promote Ryan as if Ryan is just a destroyer. Why is Ryan's name still attached to Devin the Dream Haney's, bro? After all you did was fucking cheat. All you did was cheat. Ryan Garcia's claim to fame is this: I cheated Devin Haney. I cheated Devin Haney, who beat Vasily Lomachenko, who wanted to fight Tank Davis, and now the world hate him. So fuck it, I can get away with it. That's what the world is saying. This is what the world is saying. As long as Oscar De La Hoya is paying me a certain amount of money, as long as Eddie Hearn is paying me a certain amount of money, I'm going to say this about Ryan Garcia, and I'm going to act like it's if Ryan Garcia was in the right and Ryan Garcia did no wrong. Ryan Garcia did no wrong. I heard Eddie Hearn say, Ryan Garcia is a good kid. I don't believe that he did it. Brother, the black and white don't fucking lie. The same thing with Conor Benn. You guys are acting like Conor Benn is the next thing since sliced bread. Conor Benn, you're a drug cheat that have not did anything. These drug cheats that haven't did anything in the sport of boxing are getting the most leeway. They're getting fan support, even though they're race fans. They're getting all the support in the world. While yet you got the clean-cut black dude, stays out of trouble, bro. Humble, a Muslim at that, bro. Stays out of trouble. Don't get into anything. Just in his own lane and just want to fight the best. You get demonized and criticized for being fucking cheated, bro, because I don't want to sign my soul away to Oscar De La Hoya, because I don't want to sign my soul away to Bob Arum, because I don't want to sign my soul away to Eddie Hearn, Don King, or any of these promoters, because you got to come straight to me because we have our business affairs in order. It shows you how fucked up the game is when your paperwork is right. When your the world loved Mike Tyson. They loved Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson was getting fucked out of his money. They loved it. They loved it. You got to come see me to get to my fighter. You know, and now Turki Al-Sheikh is in the game, and I believe that he respects the game enough to say, you know what? He's going straight to the fighter, and he's making deals with those guys, which is fine. And I think Turki Al-Sheikh is really hard on the drug testing. Like, you need to drug test. And I believe if the Ryan Garcia fight with Mario Barrios is going to be with a Riyadh, I believe that Turki Al-Sheikh is going to make them heavenly tests. But, bro, Ryan Garcia should have got longer than a fucking year suspension, bro, and his name should never be brought up again. His name should never be brought up again in the sport of boxing, but Oscar De La Hoya, he threw away the whole golden boy persona. He just threw everything that he did in the ring in the trash. Bernard Hopkins the same way. Shane Mosley, you're a drug cheat. You're a drug cheat. The boy from the UFC, the heavyweight that just retired, said that he the best in the game. How the fuck are you the best in the game, bro? And you're a fucking drug cheat. You're constantly getting caught with steroids in your system. John Jones. What the fuck? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're praising drug cheats, bro. They said that this man was the best in the game. After failing how many drug tests? I guess he has Dana White behind him, and Dana White says it's okay. So I guess to be on steroids, you have to be Mexican or get a white man's okay, because they're gonna go to bat for you. And you see why the sport is going to where the fuck it is now. And the sport is shit. And when you got young warriors out there, the Keyshawn Davises, the Shakur Stevenses, even though they did some fuck shit, the Devin Haney's, even the Tank Davis, even he'd get in there and fight. You know what I'm saying? The guys that are actually getting there and fighting, look at the best, looking to fight the best competition to actually make a career of this shit. They need to all wake up like Devin Haney did, bro. And anybody that they fight, they say, hey, you need to be on drug testing. You need to be drug testing. It was a guy named Frank Martin, piece of shit ass Frank Martin, that just got knocked out by Javante Tank Davis down there 2 years ago, and we ain't seen your bitch ass since. You had the nerves to open your mouth and say, oh, Devin Haney gonna get knocked out for Brian Norman. Pretty much he was going through the shit with Ryan Garcia, and he's not the same person. For you to say that out your mouth, homie, after your bitch ass just got knocked out the way you got knocked out, homie, shows what type of time you on, bro. And I can't fuck with you no more, my nigga. I'm through with Frank Martin, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. And if I ever get a chance, I might end up tweeting tonight, bro, and sending his bitch ass getting knocked out the way he did, bro. I actually was rooting for that dude, but you can't root for these fucking boxers until you actually see what their goal is, bro, and what they stand for. I stand by Deontay Wilder. Win, lose, or draw, because he stood for what was right. I stand by Caleb Plant. That white boy was the only one to get out here and say something about Ryan Garcia, homie. He was the only one and didn't give no fucks about how anybody felt. He didn't care. He didn't give a fuck, bro. That's much respect for him. But the Eddy Reynoso gym, homie, everybody in that gym has tested positive except one guy, and that's big boy to add heavyweight. The one that beat Joshua, and Joshua ended up beating him. His name gonna come to me in a second, bro. The first Mexican-born heavyweight champion in the world. But my thing is this, though. He's the only one that didn't test positive, but everybody else. And it's so crazy because Ryan Garcia was in the Eddy Reynoso gym. So it makes more fucking sense. And I noticed since I've watched Canelo Alvarez's last 2 fights, his last 3 fights, actually, his body don't look the same no more. His body doesn't look defined, doesn't have the definition that it used to have, and the bulk it used to have. When he fought William Skull, bro, his body looked like a fucking marshmallow, homie. His body didn't even look like Canelo. When he fought Bud, you can tell he did a little something, but he did just enough, or he cycled off just fast enough, bro. But his body didn't look the same, bro. Canelo Alvarez did not look the same. Canelo Alvarez did not look the same, bro. He didn't. I'm trying to pull up. I was trying to pull up the pictures to see if I could see it, but I guess my StreamYard is acting funny right now. But Bud Crawford, that's why Bud Crawford smoked Canelo Alvarez like that. He smoked them just off the simple fact, bro. You couldn't take PEDs and you had to come in here and fight me mano a mano, and that's why Canelo did him the way he did. It don't get no fucking better than that, bro. And that's just deserved, homie. But my next thing is this. What if Canelo never left Oscar De La Hoya? What if he never left Fishnets? You think Oscar De La Hoya be pushing on Canelo Alvarez like this? No, man. He would try everything in his power to keep Canelo name in the right spaces. And Canelo would get every opportunity, which he already was, but Canelo would get every opportunity, just like Ryan Garcia is getting every opportunity to do what the hell they need to do in this boxing sport. You damn right, Diz. He wouldn't say shit. He wouldn't say a word, bro. None of them would say a fucking word. Oh, Canelo's our guy. He'll never cheat. What type of the WBC? This is for you. What type of men are you raising the computer raw levels, bro? For Canelo Alvarez, to where we don't even know how much can be is the legal limit to be in your body. How much is allowed? We don't know. We just know it's allowed to be in your body. But why? It's money. When they say money is the root of all evil, bro, it's true, because the things that men would do for the dollar and let you fuck over another man, bro, just to get $1, bro. This sport has went to shit. Oscar De La Hoya is a piece of shit for not reprimanding Ryan Garcia the way he was supposed to, for not handling Jaime Munguia the way he was fucking supposed to, for not serving Oscar Valdez the way he was fucking supposed to. And I'm talking about Bob Arum with that one. It wasn't cool that fucking Oscar Valdez tested positive for steroids. You know they didn't even do shit. They let the whole thing fucking go. Like it didn't happen. No suspensions, no nothing. They didn't give a fuck. So every WBC champion out there, bro, you better watch the fuck out, homie. Because I guarantee you, if that WBC title was on the line and Ryan Garcia would have tested positive, Mauricio Silliman would have found the way to sweep it under the fucking rug. He would have found the way. Allah is the perfect planner, and he made sure that that belt wasn't on the line for the world can actually see what's going on. And what the fuck is going on with the New York State Athletic Commission and these commissions that's taking these drug tests that's nobody's getting caught yet when they take VADA. When VADA's testing them and New York was testing them, VADA's catching them, but New York is not. It took VADA to catch Ryan Garcia, and then New York came back and said, hey, yeah, you did test positive. What? What is the commission's doing? What is this commission? The feds need to come and hit boxing. It's ran by crooks. It's ran by mobsters. And it's not safe. The sport of boxing is not safe, and it's not pure anymore. It's not pure anymore. It's not pure anymore when a father can come on and say, hey, we took a test in Japan. This young man knocked out this man's memory for, I believe, for 2 months. For 2 months. He lost 8 weeks of his memories when Brian Norman Jr. hit him in his motherfucking jaw like that and hit him in his head like that. And I hope they do this. I hope they come fast. But that man lost his memory, brother. He lost his memory, homie. And I'm talking about Jen Sasaki to Brian Norman Jr. And then his daddy say, oh, yeah, I knew Jen Sasaki was on steroids. And then you say you took a test. Nigga, we want to see the results of the test, my nigga, since you took a test. You never took no testing, bro, because I believe Brian Norman Jr. was on drugs. You fight Devin Haney. You hit Devin Haney clean with some clean shots. You hit Haney with clean shots. And Haney didn't go nowhere. Y'all both hooked at the same time, bro, and you were the one that got wobbled? And Haney drops you? What happened to this amazing power? I'm the one that said months ago on BFTB that nigga's juicing and that nigga's on drugs. And if he don't look the same when he get in this fight, bro, something is fucking going on. I said that on BFTB 3 to 4 fucking months ago, and you can look that shit up. I'm pretty sure the videos are still up. I said it on Drew Titan channel. I said it on my brother BBO Sports TV channel. I've said it, and I went around this motherfucking internet space, bro, saying I believe the Normans are on drugs. What happened to the power all of a sudden? Where the fuck did it go? You just knocked out your last 3 opponents, bro. You knocked out your last 3 opponents, homie. Vicious knockouts. Vicious, nasty knockouts. What happened to your power? You hit him flush. You hit Devin Haney flush. You hit him flush a couple of times, bro. Yet your power gone. The genetic bros, them Japan niggas ain't got no chins. That is genetics, though. Them niggas probably don't have no chins, bro, but ain't nobody hit a motherfucker that hard to where you lose 2 months of memory loss. And then you can't get this motherfucker with Devin Haney, and you can't even crack an egg. And it's the first time you did drug testing. Yeah, what happened to all the hype? What happened to I'ma unalive you, Devin Haney, in his ring? What happened to that? That shit went out the window? Did he left his power back in Atlanta? Dez, tell me that. Did the nigga leave his power back in Atlanta, Dez? I need to know, or did his daddy have it? Because in that Jinsaki fight, bro, I seen Brian Norman fight. We all seen Brian Norman hurt in that fight. We seen Brian Norman hurt a couple of times with left hooks. We seen it, bro. But then we seen him take the left hook, boom, and walk it off. Boom, walk it off. Was it the drugs that kept him up? Was it the drugs? I need to understand this shit. Where did this awesome power go, bro? Same with Canelo Alvarez. Where did your power go? Power just doesn't leave like that. It just don't go nowhere, homie. It don't go nowhere. But I believe it was in the needle the whole time. I feel like it just proved that Dev's really built like that. Dev is definitely built like that. Dev is definitely built like that. Haney's my #1 guy. But let me tell you what Haney got over these other dudes besides skills. He has smarts. He actually has smarts. I'm still trying to look this shit up. He definitely has smarts. He got smarts because he made them motherfuckers drug test, stringently drug test. Stringently drug test. Yeah, nigga, you gonna be mad that you taking these 6 or 7 drug tests randomly. He's crying, oh, I took all these drug tests. I done took 9 drug tests. Well, when they're drug testing, you know drug testing Devin Haney too. That's what they're doing. I mean, we tired of the games in boxing, bro. We're tired of the games in boxing. We tired of everything that Golden Boy is doing. I'm tired of Eddie Hearn. I'm tired of Bob Arum. I'm tired of the biasness in boxing. I'm tired of Oscar De La Hoya and his fishnets and all his allegations. I'm sick of him spitting in the spitting in the face of boxing, bro. And the new school that's coming up in boxing, bro. It's a damn shame that you have a young champion like Devin Haney in the mix trying to come up, bro, and you're putting all these building blocks in front of him, bro. You're doing so much to tear this young man down. Why? Because he won't sign with you, or what? Because he won't put a needle in his ass? Is that really it? Because he's not putting a needle in his ass? I mean, I need to understand it. I need someone to break it down for me and really explain to me what's going on. We're tired of this shit, bro. We're tired of the games, bro. We're tired of Oscar De La Hoya. We're tired of Eddie Hearn. We're tired of these fucking drug cheats. Get all these drug cheats out of boxing, homie. And I need to fucking know where the fuck did Brian Norman Jr.'s fucking power go. I need to understand because Vegas odds had you up, player. They had you as the favorite, my nigga. And I seen you land. You landed clean on Devin, and Devin walked that shit off on your punk ass and dropped you and had you hurt multiple times in that fight. Right, it's because Eddie can't make no money off of Dev. Facts! Facts! We know it, and it's a fucking sad situation, bro. It's a sad situation, bro. That you shitting on the man, bro, that don't want to do nothing but respect the sport of boxing, bro, which made millionaires. Then you got dudes like Dana White coming in, you know what I'm saying, trying to come in with his own league, get his own belts and do all this and do all that. You're only doing that, bro, for you can keep sucking the funds from these fighters that risk their life. This is why those guys were sued at UFC and they had to pay them big checks to them guys because of guys like Dana White, bro. We need to find a way as the fan base, because we have to remember, these social media spaces, we run boxing now. We promote those fights. We promoted those fights on BFTV, Drew Titan, 7A Sports TV. We did it on Artman channel. We did it on BBO Sports TV. We did it on Dub Right Side and so forth and so on. We went through months and months of fucking talking about these fights and talking about these fighters. We spent day in and day out like we was getting paid for this shit, like we were the ones that's gonna be out there fighting. This shit start with us. That old media shit is out of here. Mike Coppinger and all those dudes, Daniel Ken and all them fools, they can write whatever they want to write. Every day, the boxing fans come to YouTube and look up their favorite channels. Whether it be the whole ass nigga Ego, he ain't from Cali no more. We don't want him. The bitch ass nigga knockout boxing, he's a whole ass nigga himself. You know what I'm saying? Piss poor ass nigga himself. Even that bitch rat face nigga Fanon. You feel what I'm saying? We run boxing, bro, and we need to get this shit together, homie. Instead of fucking going at each other over stupid, ridiculous shit, we can have a monopoly, bro, and we can definitely get these drug cheap, bullshit ass people out of our sport. But guess what? They don't want to get these dudes out of our sport. You want to know why? Because everybody only looking for views and not what's right for the fighters and what's right for the sport. Get Oscar De La Hoya the fuck out of our sport, bro, because he's riding behind a drug cheat that he's putting money behind, and they're promoting this man as if he's a saint, and all this man has done, bro, was cheat. His whole fucking career was cheat, and when he wasn't on the roids, we seen he gets knocked out, knocked down, bro, and disgraced by every boxer, bro. There's no fucking way that you should lose to Rolly Romero. I'm sorry. after Rolly Romero's been knocked out twice. There's no way you're losing to Rolly Romero, homie. That doesn't make any sense. So when these motherfucking haters try to tell you, oh, Ryan wasn't on drugs, you were on drugs. Why are you getting 2 title shots back to back? Why is your name still in the headlines, brother? Your names is in the headlines if you actually did something in the sport of boxing. You and piece of shit ass Conor Ben, because all of y'all really did was get caught for steroids. I mean, if we be in one thou wow. What's my ex Insane Talk? I'm on X at Insane Talk. You would see the Kobe Bryant in the PTR. But I'm saying, what have they done in the sport of boxing? Nothing. They have not done anything in the sport of boxing, bro. Nothing but cheat. Do you remember when Shakur Stevenson fought Oscar Valdez, and we was pushing it on all the LDBC channels how Shakur was gonna whoop this dude? But in the back of my mind, I'm praying and hoping that Shakur is pushing drug testing for this dude. I'm hoping and praying because you're not on Shakur Stevenson's level, but you would be if you was popping dirty. You would be on Shakur's level then. So I prayed to God, bro, that Shakur put that Vada testing on that dude. And I'm praying to God that Mario Barrios steps up as a man and the rest of the PBC says you're not getting a title shot unless we're taking stringent drug testing for Ryan Garcia. Ryan, I want to see you get destroyed by Devin Haney. I want to see it, bro. But I know you can't win without steroids. And I know you're not going to beat Mario Barrios without the roids. And I know Oscar De La Hoya is going to get behind Ryan Garcia and ask some dumbass questions like this. And this is how Oscar's going to sound. Well, hey, you guys, why does Ryan Garcia got to take drug testing? We know the last time the Haney's was in bed with the guys in Vada and they passed the test for they did it for him. Ryan didn't do anything. There's nothing to see over here. Yet Ryan got the needle in his ass. Ryan got the needle in his ass right now. And guess who's squeezing the syringe down? His daddy. Because they all fucking knew. They all fucking knew. But let me tell you where boxing did step in there. Boxing said, you know what? Fuck all this promotional thing, bro. We are a brand, and they got together and suspended that punk motherfucker. Because if you say that this got in your system from these supplements, and these supplement companies are coming out saying, nah, this ain't in our shit. We testing all our shit, bro. And I pray to God that they're not done suing Ryan Garcia because they should sue him as well. But all these companies came out and said, you know what? Nah, the hell no, they had nothing to do with our shit. So Ryan, you couldn't provide how you got that shit in your system. And then you hear these dudes, these doctors and all these steroid takers. Ostarine doesn't do nothing. It was only point something. You don't see it, bro. I got you. What's yours? Chat yours in the chat, and I got you. And then you get these guys. Oh man, I did Ostarine. Ostarine don't do nothing. Ostarine don't help you or do nothing like that. But it's clearly a PED. And then it was only a tenth or something of a gram. Bitch, weigh that. However much he had in his system, he was 60 times the legal limit. But weigh whatever that fucking lawyer said. Weigh that shit on the scale. I want to see you. And I worked that skill. I've been working that skill since a child. I know how that motherfucker works. So don't get to playing with me, my nigga. All I'm asking for, bro, is honesty, homie. All I'm asking for is honesty, bro. Especially when it comes to the sport of boxing, homie. That's all the fuck I'm looking for, bro. Get these drug cheats out of here. Get these promoters that actually hate boxing out of the sport of boxing. I'm looking it up right now. Hold on. It's Insane Talk. It's Insane Talk, NFL, boxing, and more. That's my handle. Des, it's Insane Talk, just like here. Insane Talk, NFL, boxing, and more. That's my handle on X. Let me see if yours is this. This 215. Let me see. Nah, your name ain't coming up. But yeah, just put yours in there, and if mine is NFL, is Insane Talk, NFL, boxing, and more. But yeah, man, I just want to be on the tangent, bro. Right now, I'm trying to get my thoughts together, y'all, because the shit that you go through and the shit that you see in the sport of boxing, bro, and then you see these casual fans come through and they talk about great fighters, bro. They talk about great fighters so bad as if, you know what I'm saying, these fighters didn't work hard to get where they were at. You know, you have a man doing 365 drug testing, bro. That should be celebrated. Why it's not celebrated, I don't understand. Why is it not celebrated, bro? What you do, but you condemn this man for wanting to be the best in the sport. You condemn this man for wanting to be on the up and up. You condemn this man. Everybody could be cheating, bro. Everybody could be cheating and nobody would say nothing in the sport of boxing, bro. But where's the fun in that at, bro? I have no respect for Eddy Reynoso. I have no respect for the Reynoso GYM, homie. I have no respect for Oscar Valdez, homie. Jaime Munguia, Canelo Alvarez, Subriel Matias, definitely Ryan Garcia. Has no love for him at all. No love at all for Ryan Garcia, homie. And I want to know, what is Oscar doing to constantly give these guys title shot after title shot after fucking title shot? It makes no fucking sense, bro. This legitimately makes no fucking sense, homie. And I'm sick of seeing it, bro. I'm sick of seeing it, bro. I don't know what we need to do as a community. Maybe we need to come together and let these guys know. I got you right now. Let me see. I got you right now. I'm about to see right now. I'm about to pull it up right now. I don't know what we have to do to get these guys out of boxing, but we definitely need to do something, homie. I don't give a fuck what that's something we got to do. Maybe we all got to go, and maybe we all got to complain at the same time. Maybe they'll respect us then. Maybe they'll respect what we're talking about and where we coming from. Or shit. Because I know what we doing, what we going through in this sport. This ain't about right. This ain't about nothing, and it ain't about right. Let's see, there it is. Right there. I'm almost get you. Let me see. One. You got guys like Devin Haney out here fighting for their damn lives, fighting for their families and reputations, and these guys are acting like you won't make it home. It's not popping up. Shit, hold on. I'm looking for you. Yeah, I got you right now. Yours just popped up right now. I just followed you. You should get it. And good looking out for the follow too, bro. Appreciate it. Cause man, like I say, man, we need to get Oscar De La Hoya and his fishnets out of boxing. The best thing we can do. We need to get the Eddy Reynoso GYM. We need to get some federal paperwork in on them to get the feds on them. We need to make our voices louder as the people that speak for the sport of boxing, as a consumer of boxing. All we want to see is good fights. I'm tired of you fishnet wearing fake ass promoters, cokehead ass promoters. I'm tired of you fucking janky ass promoters. I'm sick of Eddie Hearn running his fucking mouth, acting like he's just the Lord of all lords. You fucking slave master. You piece of shit ass Brit. You piece of shit corny ass fucking Brit. Piece of shit. Old ass fucking Bob Arum. You piece of shit. Man, you piece of shit, Bob Arum. The feds was on your ass as well. You fucking in bed with fucking crime bosses like fucking Daniel Kinningham and the rest of them. You get no fucking pass neither, because top ranked fighters went in there and tested positive as well. But fucking Oscar De La Hoya, you fucking boxed, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. What happened with that case when you had to pay that little girl, bro? I think that's what fucked you up. When you had to pay that child for the shit you did to her, bro. Why is women accusing you, bro, of sticking fists in them and asking for you to stick fists up in them, bro? For them to stick fists up in you, bro. Why are you walking around as a former fucking respected champion, bro, with fishnets on and fucking cucumbers in your ass? Oscar De La Hoya, we see the bitch in you, bro. And I honestly think, allegedly, that you got some shit going on with Ryan Garcia. And I think it ain't on the up and up, bro. Some ass is getting clapped, some cheeks is going, somebody's blowing somebody, bro. This is not just a promoter client thing with you two, bro. You're going out your fucking way to try to erase what he did and make it okay for what he did. Ryan Garcia, you are a piece of shit, bro. And you are a disgrace to boxing, to boxers everywhere, bro. We need to get you motherfuckers out of boxing, bro. We need to get you fuckers out of boxing. And for you casual bitch ass fans, bro, get the fuck out of here if y'all don't understand what the fuck is going on in this sport. It's not okay to take any type of steroids, bro, and get in a contact fucking sport because you can kill a person. It's not a joke. It's not a game. People died. Got you right now, brother. People have died, bro. Yep, I see it. Let me see. Yeah, I see it. Inbox, got you right now. Hello, I'm a business person here to help people. Explaining that. I know this ain't my boy right here. I know this ain't you right here. I don't know who the hell that is, but yeah, I see you though. Yep, look who found. Yep. Yep. But yeah, I need those guys out of our sport, bro, and we need to band together, man. We need to band together, man. I wasn't gonna be on long. I just wanted to go on a little quick little rant and say, fuck Oscar De La Hoya, fuck everybody, fuck KO as well, fuck knockout boxing as well. You. That's why Tank did you the way he did you, you greasy little bitch. Get Ryan Garcia the fuck out of boxing. Get Oscar De La Hoya the fuck out of boxing. Eddie Hearn fake ass the fuck out of boxing. And Bob Arum, I know the Reaper coming for you real soon. Real soon, bro. You need to get up out of boxing as well, homie. Because we tired of y'all. We tired of y'all. With that being said, man, shout out to the mighty LDBC. Shout out to my boy Dez for coming in the building. Man. Shout out to my brother BVO Sports TV, man. That's my partner BVO. Yeah, hold on, let me look again. You know who that is? Oh, where at? Well, who though? Wait, who? Yeah, I see what you're saying right now. The nigga I just said, fuck, where he at? He on here right now? And fuck that nigga KO. I don't fuck with that nigga at all. That nigga's a sucker, bro. I don't really got no love for that nigga at all. Like, at all. Like, that dude can be unalive today, homie. I go piss on his grave, piss on his ashes. Salute to the mighty LDBC, man. Shout out to my brother BVO Sports TV. Definitely go highlight him, the Viral Way Podcast and the Insane Talk Podcast. If you hit the link, no, I'm about to hit the link right now. What you send me right now, Brody. Let me check this shit before I get up out of here, though. Damn, how the fuck do I get this shit again? Here it is. Let me see. Let me see this shit. I'm about to check it out. Wait, is that nigga? Wait, is that nigga? Let me see. Hold on. 757. Damn. Damn, that dude. Damn, that is that fool, huh? Damn, that's crazy. And he little as shit. Yeah, he little as shit. Clown ass nigga. No wonder he like Javante Davis so much, bro. Them niggas both. No wonder them niggas about the same fucking height. About the same fucking weight. Trash ass dude. Salute to my brother Dez, man. Shout out to the LDBC, BVO Sports TV, man. The Viral Way Podcast, Insane Talk Podcast with Insane Talk, NFL, boxing, and more. And I'm up out of here, man. Hope y'all enjoyed it.